Assalamu alaikum wa marhaban bikum. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Serious Arabic with me, Ustad Jim. Now, in today's lesson, we are going to learn how to form different verbs from one singular root pattern. It's very similar to the last lesson, which received a lot of positive response and people seem to really enjoy it. So I thought I'd do another similar one, as I really enjoy making it, and I think it's really beneficial to help you guys with expanding your vocabulary and also consolidating your knowledge of the different forms. So today we have the root pattern of fa, ain, lam, and we're going to learn how to form 5 different verbs from them. So what it's like, the meaning it takes on in form 1, form 2, form 6, form 7, and form 8. Now guys, this is a really great way to improve your vocabulary in Arabic because you're learning the root, and then through the root you can learn the new vocabulary, and it makes it easier to remember the new vocabulary. And because a great way to practice this is to draw a spider diagram. So for example, you put, as I've done here on a piece of paper, the root letters, and then you draw different, I don't know, webs or tentacles, jotting out, showing how the different forms derive from it. And it's a really good way to retain the vocabulary in your brain as opposed to just kind of writing down to do and then fa'ila next to it. So try and do this, and then learn, words that are related, so you can learn all 5 of these different verbs relating to this one root pattern. It's a really good way to make it stick. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this one. Before we get started, if you're enjoying the channel and you'd like to see my Arabic for free, then please drop me a subscribe now, as it really helps the channel grow. شكرا جزيلا. لنبدأ. So, you probably know this verb already, but the root pattern in form 1 takes on the verb fa'ila, which means to do. So fa'ila in the past, يفعل in the present, and the masdar is الفعل. Okay, example sentence. ماذا تريد أن تفعل اليوم? So what do you want to do today? So let's quickly analyze this. Let's get the green. ماذا, what? تريد. So this is a form 4 verb with a weak middle root letter. So أراد, يريد, and then N, to. After N, the verb needs to be in the subjunctive. So that's why we have the فتحة and تفعل. And تفعل. And then اليوم is today. Okay, so what does the verb look like, or the form look like or the pattern look like in form 2? So it's فاعل, يفاعل, التفعيل, and it means to activate something. So here's an example sentence. تحاول الشركة أن تفاعل النظام الجديد. So the company is trying to activate the new system. So our verb here is حاول, يحاول, form 3. الشركة is the company, and then we have N again, which means to. So after N, the verb needs to be in the subjunctive. So that's why it's تفاعل. Okay? So that's why the فتحة. And it's تفاعل because it's the شركة, which is feminine singular. So that's why it takes the هي ending for the verb. نظام is system, جديد is new. Now, let's move on to what it looks like in form 6 and the meaning it takes on. So it's تفاعل, يتفاعل, and the masdar is التفاعل, which means to interact. Okay. يحب التاجر أن يتفاعل مع أباطرة العقارات. So the trader likes to interact with property tycoons. Let's break this down. Guys, I'm aware there's quite some technical vocabulary, but I thought to interact we could, get some more technical vocabulary going. It's always good to expose yourself to new vocabulary. So this is our verb in form 4, which is a doubled form 4. أحب, يحب, which is to like. تاجر is a trader. N, so he likes to. يتفاعل, because of the N, the verb is in the subjunctive, indicated by the فتحة. مع is with, and then أباطرة is the plural of imperator, which means emperor, or I guess in this context we can say tycoons as well. So tycoons, and there's the idafa construction. So only the final noun in the idafa construction needs the excuse me everyone, the definite article. So that's why it's not al-abatura. Sorry, that's why it's not al-abatira al-aqarat. Only the final noun needs it. That's why it's only here. Final noun in the idafa takes the definite article. So literally the tycoons of property. Aqarat. Okay? So عقار is like one property, but عقارات is like properties because they're tycoons, not just of one property. I guess property tycoons, you're referring to tycoons of many properties. That's why it's عقارات. Now, form 7. انفعل ينفعل الانفعال. This means to get upset or to have an emotional reaction. Sorry, everyone. One second, I need some water. So, yeah. So, انفعل الأب بسبب سلوك ابنه. The father got upset because of his son's behavior. So, انفعل, he got upset, had an emotional reaction. The dad or father, الأب, بسبب is because of. Suluk is behavior. Now this is idafa again, the behavior of his son, suluk, ibnihi. Now ibn is son. It's ibnihi because the second noun in the idafa construction is in the genitive. This is indicated by the kasra, so ibnihi. Now the possessive suffix his is usually hu, but because there is a kasra before, it becomes ibnihi, not ibnihu, ibnihi. And finally, in form 8, it's ifta'ala, yafta'alu, al-ifti'al. Now this means to concoct or to fabricate something. So, ifta'ala al-muhtal قصة كاذبة. The crook concocted a false story. So, ifta'ala is to concoct or fabricate. So, it's more like concoct something. So when you're making something up that might, I guess in this context, it's something that's not true. So he concocted or he fabricated. Al-muhtal is the crook. قصة is a story. كاذبة is false story. Now it's قصة because it is the object of the verb, so it's in the accusative case, and it's indefinite. So the object in Arabic of the verb is in the accusative case. So it has the kasra, but because it's indefinite, it takes the kasra tanween, a false story. If it was definite, it would be al-qissata, al-qissata. But because it's indefinite, it's got the tanween, and because the adjective is referring to the story, it takes on the same thing. That's all for today. I hope you found this video useful. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, and share with anyone else that wants to learn Arabic for free, and I'll see you in the next lesson. شكرا جزيلا وإلى اللقاء.